read them, or it says make copies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah. Did you get the one? Okay, number 7 and 8, Mr. Bond.
Oh, 7? 7 is for 2 separate down payment assistance buyers. So you can find them in one motion.
Oh, I'm sorry, just 7.
8 is my number.
Yeah.
So both of those are for the 5,000 max. One of them is one of our tax foreclosed properties from last year.
Oh, good.
And 8 is just an amendment from an earlier approved resolution, just changing the date.
Okay.
Everything else.
What did you say about 7? Oh.
7 is down payment assistance for 2
Oh.
separate home buyers. One of them is for one of our tax foreclosures.
Okay. And number 9 is for Mr. Markey, $750. Weed special assessment to amend summer special taxes.
Yeah, and then, Madam Chair, if I could, the cover letter that the taxpayer submitted to City Council, he used, in 2015 winter, he also filed for a request for an exemption because he bought it at the Wayne County Treasurer auction. He used the same cover letter to remove 2016 ordinance charges that were like a overlap from, they weren't put on time in the winter 2015 tax bill, so we levied them in the summer of 16, but they're still prior to his purchasing the property. So the request is for us to remove those 2 charges, and they are in compliance with the state law. Or property bought at auction, charges are to be dismissed if they are not done by the current owner.
And this was before you said?
Correct.
Okay.
Number 10 is to amend resolution number to increase the cost of repair and maintenance by $4,000. What was that for, Chief?
Madam Chair, that is, we went through within the last month or so, we had a fire occurred in the trunk of one of our Caprices, and working with our vendor, we came up with a solution that is a trunk shield that will keep the computers away from the other equipment, which is what we believe led to the fire. So that's why we are requesting the increase.
Number 11 is to approve payment of $4,500 to KT Group for HVAC repairs to the police indoor gun range. And this is from state forfeiture. Do you have any questions for Mary on that? Number 12 is to approve $26,550 for on-duty gear for 9 heavy-duty vests for the Taylor Chevy personnel, and that's also, that's from federal forfeiture. Any questions for the chief on that?
Madam Chair, I think there's got to be added verbiage to that, I believe.
Okay.
After SWAT personnel, it should say for an amount not to exceed, Chief, is this right, 26,550?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I already got that.
Oh, you already got that?
I got
Sorry.
that from the amendment, yeah.
I got it, sorry.
Which
Somebody wrote it on mine, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep.
Not to exceed what?
$26,550.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had that or not. I saw it written
Yeah.
on mine, so.
No, it's okay, thanks for pointing it out.
Somebody must have told Michelle.
Yeah, Richard did.
Okay, 13 is to approve Jet Consulting sole source to provide training service for the police personnel for cost not to exceed $10,400. And this is through state 302 funds and federal forfeiture.
You know what, it says that, but it's supposed to be
I
state
think just on the cover
forfeiture.
page, it says 10,000.
It says funded through state 302 funds and federal forfeiture, it's supposed to be state forfeiture? Okay. 302 funds is state. Okay.
Did you have any questions for the chief on that?
No.
And number 14 is to receive and file, or the planning commission's annual report. Hope you get a chance to look that over. It's amazing coming through the planning department this year.
I know, that's true.
Keeping more busy. Keeping more busy. 15 is to approve municipality attend the Michigan Association of Planning 2016 Annual Conference in Kalamazoo. For an amount not to exceed $889. Questions? 16 is to accept the low bid from Good Contractors of Plymouth, Michigan for the North Line Road Sanitary Sewer Project for an amount of $153,800 plus 10% contingency for $169,180.
These guys are the ones doing the Van Born stuff too, right? Are they the ones doing the water?
Well, the 2016 water main project,
Yeah.
yes.
17 is to amend resolution number to increase, to have Fiore do additional concrete this year for $800,000.
I have a question about that.
Okay.
I'm just curious why we are amending this as opposed to putting out another bid, or is this something that, I just don't understand, that's almost $1 million, why we're amending that contract. We didn't know if these additional areas were coming up, or...
Madam Chair, this is part of the contract that was bid out 2 years ago when we extended it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And we went through the same discussion with TIFA. This is, if you recall, these are not complete tear-outs, these are panel replacements. So this is the same company that's the preferred vendor for MDOT as well as Wayne County. So we're receiving the bid price from 2 years ago, and the concrete costs have gone up significantly since then.
Okay.
So, these are a lot of, it looks like $800,000, but there are a lot of smaller projects. I mean, some of them are,
Yeah, I know there's a lot of streets, there's quite a few streets over here, so I'm hoping that we're getting...
these are also.
So you're saying they're sticking with the price quote from 2 years ago as far as per square feet of concrete?
Correct. And, Madam Chair, this is also from the list that we originally announced earlier this year. We're just trying to get through all of it, because once you there's, I think, a public expectation to get there, and we prefaced when the announcement came out that our goal was to get there. There are some that still remain on that list. I'm not sure if we'll get to them this year or not. I suspect probably not. We'll revisit it again in the spring, but it will likely be something that rolls over in the next year.
Do you think we'll get through everything on this particular list, though, before it gets
I
below
prefer
40
that answer
degrees?
to Greg. He probably has a better idea on the production capabilities.
We met with Fiore's representative today, and it's going to depend on weather, how quickly when it gets here, or how long it stays.
Can they get it all done this week, since it is going to be 80?
Yeah.
Just saying.
They're going to be starting,
Really?
yeah, if this gets approved, they'll be starting week of the 26th.
Oh, the one street, yeah.
Next week, they'll start with road sequence number 1 there, and proceed from there. And then the Rocco Road work is going to be starting the first week of October from Pennsylvania to Eureka.
Probably for Jason, where are we at in our Act 54 fund? Act 51? 51, I'm sorry, yeah. Because my only concern is like, you know, at first we said we were gonna do this amount of money worth of work, and then it seems like we keep popping another million, popping another million. and I just-
Part of this, I think, is being funded from TIFA.
The Racco, Sheriff, the Racco Road is
Which is like, what, 500,000 or something?
close to that, yes.
In addition to the 800,000.
Yeah, trust me, that was a long meeting because of that. The same thing you brought up about rebidding it and all that stuff.
Yeah.